Yeah, hello. How are you doing today? Um, there are so many updates that are coming up here and there, so we are trying to keep up, but we shall try our best to give you what's going on in Uganda today. For those of you who are watching from different parts of the world, if at all you're not from Uganda, please try to share the information as much as possible so that you let the entire world know. Like Martin Luther said, you know, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So whatever is happening to Uganda today, it might be happening. It might happen, or it might come to you sometime in the future. And Uganda will not forget the people who stood with it during this period of time. Now, as we speak today, like I will show you in the video, the military police has now hired 2 more vehicles. There is a killer pickup, the person who is driving it, and then they have hired another killer military pickup in order to kill as many people power supporters as possible. As we speak today, the current situation in the country, so many people are being abducted, kidnapped, and taken away. A lot is happening, but that the state is doing, intimidating everyone, creating fear in the environment. People are being beaten. Lots of people do not know where their loved ones are. In fact, as we speak right now, if you walk in a group of even 10 people, you're not even safe. You're most likely to be caught up and then taken by the security forces. So today, the military police, especially, you see, there is a car yesterday that knocked one of Bobi Wine's bodyguards, Frank, rest in peace. That car, it is a military vehicle, like you will see in the video. It knocked Bobi Wine's bodyguard called Frank, and he died on spot. They fractured his skull. He was actually knocked, and then they reversed and made sure that they finished him off. Now, that same car today was actually trailing Bobi Wine. And when Bobi Wine realized that there are 2 military vehicles that were trailing him, he had actually to stop his vehicle and then moved out and did what Bobi Wine does best, because these people are trying to intimidate, harass, and do all sorts of things to him. Bobi Wine and his right-hand man, Nubian Lee, moved out to record these people and show them to the world. Have a look at the video now.
We are being trailed by the military police. Two military patrol vans. The exact make that ran over one of our comrades, the personal security guard. So So the number is H4DF 2362. Yeah, that has the commanding officer. The same guys who brutalized our people, and they ended up killing Frank around Busega. Yeah, the same cars. It's the same team. This one is H4DF 1971. This is the one that ran over Frank. This exact one is the one that ran over Frank, and they killed him.
Now, As you saw in the video, these guys were actually trying to intimidate and harass Bobi Wine. Now, for those of you might ask, a presidential candidate, doesn't he have protection? Definitely he has protection. The only civilian car that was there, it is Bobi Wine's car that had Nubian Lee in it, as well as the driver called Mark. So when Bobi Wine saw these people trying to trail him, 2 military vehicles, he had to step out and go and confront them. Now, remember I told you that Bobi Wine has guards. So what is happening now, it is actually Bobi Wine protecting his guards that he was given. For me, I would understand the situation, because what these people are looking for, they are looking for a point or an area where they can finish him off with no evidence at all, no CCTV at all, where they can clean up the crime scene as quickly as possible and make sure they pile everything up or make it look like an accident in one way or the other. You see, this is not the first attempt on Bobi Wine's life. Bobi Wine's life, in Arua, that is 2 years ago, the government tried to execute him and murder him, but unfortunately the bullet got one of his drivers called Yasin Kauma, and Yasin Kauma died in cold blood. Since then, the government brought up trumped up charges on Bobi Wine that he had guns and so on and so forth. But as time progressed, those charges were dropped. As we see today, the only power that Bobi Wine has is the camera. The only power he has is the camera, is the phone, and that is why we make sure that we transmit these images all over the world so that you people can see what is actually going on. The situation is not good in our country. The things are not so good. The person who claimed to have brought peace in the country 35 years ago, he's the same person that is actually destabilizing the country, and on the other hand telling the country that it is us who are peaceful that are destabilizing the country. And lots of murders are taking place, lots of torture is taking place, people are enduring a lot of things today as we speak. Phone calls have become phone calls, hacking has become hacking, intimidation has become intimidation. Now, as you saw, Bobi Wine tried to walk to these people to show them that he's not scared of them, and they actually regretted it. One of the guards, of course, hopped off the car and then tried to come along with him. But the role of these guards is very interesting, because what they do is to actually make sure that Bobi Wine to actually protect the military police that was attacking Bobi Wine, because the commander of Bobi Wine is security. He should be the one who should be out there asking that, guys, what is the problem? It shouldn't be Bobi Wine. So we all know the role of the guards and all these people. They are to make sure that how do we finish him off and cover up the evidence and make it look like an accident and make it look like it is his fault. You see, our government is very funny. It is never their fault. And at times it just takes something small, a sorry, and saying that, oh, we are sorry, we messed up here, we acknowledge the mistake, we are going to bring the perpetrators to justice. We are going to make sure that we investigate the issue. As we speak today, the people do not have trust in government. Even the people in government themselves, they do not trust themselves. That is what is happening in Uganda today. So Bobi Wine did what Bobi Wine does best. He stood in front of them and he's like, if you guys want to kill me, you kill me. If you want to shoot me, you shoot me. That is how cowardly these people are. And when he brought the camera, they all ran away. So at that point, we realized that the camera or the phone is much more powerful than the gun. So these guys should now develop different tactics that they should use in order to attack Honorable Kyagulanyi. As you all understand, on Sunday, Bobi Wine's cameraman, also a journalist, one Kasiri Ashraf, who is fighting for his life, was actually shot at by the police and they injured his head. I think as we speak right now, Kasiri Ashraf is in coma. He cannot speak. He cannot open his eyes. But they say that there is a bit of movements here and there in one way or the other. But as you saw the footage, things are not easy. The intimidation is too much. The harassment is too much. The things that Uganda is going through are really, 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 really tough. It is not as easy as you guys can see. So please pray for Uganda, pray for Bobi Wine. We do not need to have elections in such a manner. Elections do not have to be a do or die situation. What is wrong with Africa? What is wrong with Africa? That is the problem, and I always cry when I see people talking about Pan-Africanism. I always cry when I see people talking about the United States of Africa. I always cry when I see people trying to, to abuse trying to say, oh, the white man, this, white man, that. Yes, fine, there are those problems, but if we do not sort our house at first, then you cannot be able to confront other enemies. And we are not, Africans shouldn't be out there to look for enemies, because Museveni's narrative today is that there are people who are coming from outside that are destabilizing Uganda. That is absolutely not true. I will tell you this, there is a time that the Uganda police went out and beat people. It beat people up when Bobi Wine was coming back from America for treatment. What these people said, you know what they said? This is what they said. They said that the people who beat up these guys, they came from Nigeria. And I'm not making this up. With all due respect from my brothers and sisters from Nigeria, Nigeria has now become a laughing stock in the country. But even the officers in Uganda, they do not also believe what they say. The gentleman stood up in a parliamentary committee and said that people who beat these guys up, they are not from Uganda. These people were got from Nigeria. That is what we are facing. 35 years in power. We don't know where the future of Uganda lies. We don't know how everything is going to wind up. But the dictator has got more angrier. His decisions are now reckless. And it is in broad daylight that he wants to assassinate his strongest opponent. So thank you very much for listening to me, and subscribe to the channel for more updates and whatever is going on. But that is what is happening. So if you are wherever you are and you hear that maybe something has happened to Bobi Wine, please just know that this person has been looking to injure him ever since he came on the scene of politics. Bye bye and have a great time.